Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Gamestah for some Call of Duty 4 action. It is CGA finals time, and we are here on the map of Strike as the night fight has just gone down that you can now see on screen. That is the VOD that you will be seeing, of course, after the game. If not, you are listening live, of course. My name is B-Ray, and tonight we'll be watching or listening to the Must Be Wheat boys taking on the SYF team for some CGA semi-final action from top of my head. Anyway, the boys in here, the knife has gone in favour of the SYF team. They took it out rather convincingly, all in the space of about 5 seconds between the first and last frag, and looking to get rock and rolling. And here we go, the re-knife call coming out from, it is Gamer, as I'm sure they weren't happy with that result. They died awfully quickly, they did. Anyway, we are all on the server, and we are just waiting to ready up. It will be a SYF's choice of map by the looks of things, and they are choosing the map of, that you can see or hear, they are choosing the map of Strike. So, we're just waiting on a few of the boys to get in and ready up. I don't know if we'll be here on Strike. We might be waiting on Spud to get another map change down. But I might just do a quick rollout of the teams, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Must Be Wheat boys, the Crow, Pole, Hell, Gamer, and as I look for the last one, it is the Presto. Now, lining up for the SYF boys, a Shut Your Face team. That is the Spud, the Z Keys man, Insane, Kink, and we've got the Bloodman lining up. Anyway, no, it looks like the SYF boys have chosen Backlot, if I'm not mistaken. So, Backlot, interesting choice. We've seen it chosen a few times throughout this final series, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes down tonight. Anyway, yes, the SYF boys are just asking what side the Must Be Wheat boys would like, so they did win the knife fight. They have chosen the map of Nadalot, or Backlot, as it is formally known. So it looks like the Must Be Wheat boys are going to be choosing the defensive side. And all in all, a very, very smart choice. The defensive side on most Call of Duty maps are the better side to go. Get yourself a bit of a lead. I think probably Must Be Wheat to be aiming for around an 8-7, 9-6 kind of split as we are in map round 15. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a long night of shoutcasting as all the players jump around and do whatever the hell they want as we just continually wait and see what goes down as everyone tries to ready up. Just 5 more players to go, ladies and gentlemen, and we will be underway. Now, the players to watch out for would be the guys with the SMGs. Now, for the Must Be Wheat boys, as I quickly look around, I believe that would be the Presto and the Gamer Man, so they are going to be doing a lot of rushes on defense. Perhaps through rabbit hole, mid, just dodging, as long as they can get past these early nades, I think we'll be seeing some very, very good attacking plays from them. Now, on the other hand, the SYF boys, they're going to be careful of course, that mid nade near APC, and also getting near bricks and stuff like that as well. It's all going to come down to the rushes, and of course, scopes have a bit of a part to play on this map as well. A lot of teams, some pick it up, some don't, but it's going to be interesting to see how they all, guess how they all roll out at this stage. We're just still waiting on a couple of players to ready up, as you can see on the scoreboard. Well, here at the moment, as we all just kind of jump around, wee. So yes, the winner of this game will be playing, of course, up against the Carnage boys, I believe it was. They beat the Risen boys in the other CGA semi-final, and that will see them bow out. So CGA champs will be crowned very, very shortly. The whole X5 SYF debacle has ended, of course, and we're just going to wait for the Crow, the Hell, the Spud, and the Kink to quickly erupt, and we will be on our way as we just patiently wait again. So also, anyone listening in at the moment, feel free, if you're watching the VOD, to skip ahead until for when the live action kicks off. It looks like we might be readying up though now, so ignore what I was just saying. It's just the Crow Man that is just chilling. He's here. I don't know what on earth he's waiting for, but he is here, and we are ready to go. As I quickly type in, here we go. So, the countdown has started. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway in the CyberGamer Amateur League semi-final. Now, best of 3 format, if I didn't mention it earlier, and we're seeing the Nerdy Nades roll out now. The SYF looking to do a pretty heavy A push at this stage. This is going to be the Crow Man picking up Spud to kick us off. Gamer onto King, so the good delayed nades are good. Blood will pick up the Presto, though, with a nice little rush there. It is Insane with the bomb, and he's just sitting around this APC. He gets, tagged hard from top A, but it's going to be the Pole taking down the Blood Man. Oh, Machine, the Z-Keys man onto the Gamer Man, and that's going to bring down to a 3-on-2. Now, both are trapped over near bricks and grassy, and they're just waiting to see what to do. The Must Be Wheat boys have got mid locked down, and we've got the Crow sitting over in A, just waiting for any kind of tickle on the side. He has made a lot of noise, though, so he has to be very, very careful. They know, the SYF boys know where he's going, and the comms going to come out that it is going to be a solid A push. We do have Hell over in Ruins, just commonly waiting for anyone to push forward. He has pushed forward a bit. Oh, the auto climb is bad. Machine will take down the Hell man. Insane will take down Hell, sorry, and there we go. That'll be a 2-on-1 situation. So SYF with the upper hand now. It is all up to the Crowman to try and pick this back for his team in what was surely looking to be must be Wheat's round. They have completely turned around. The rotation is on for the SYF boys, though, and it's going to be Insane running onto this B side. I guess the ill discipline of the Must Be Wheat boys showed through, and unfortunately, just didn't work for them. Now, we do have the Crowman pushing through mid. He knows there's one in mid. He's going for some bangs. He can't quite get it, though. He managed to get him down to about 10% health, but couldn't quite finish the job. 30 seconds left on the clock. He's pushing through. He can't quite see him around the corner. He's got to be careful. He finally spots him. He lays about 1 or 2 tags into it, but Insane jumping over near the bomb will clean him up. That'll be one zip in the Oz Game scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. And so far, the SYF boys looking pretty strong. Here we go, wrong button gaming coming through. So, here we go. The rollouts. Let's see how the Must Be Wheat boys go. We see all the Nerdy Nades rolling out as well. We're seeing a 2-2 split with just Pole going up mid with a 47, which is rather interesting. No 47U there. Gamer will clean up the Bloodband. A nice little rush there. Insane onto the Crow. Retaliation. Insane will clean up the Kink in a TK nade. And Insane will clean up the Presto bot. That will be a 3-on-3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a lot of the SYF boys camped up in mid at this stage. Bomber's in lower. Pole will clean up the Spudman from mid. And that'll be a 3-on-2 situation now. It is going to be the Gamer cleaning up the Insane man as well. Bomb down over near that alley. They know exactly where Machine is. It is going to be the sharp shot from Machine is a good one. We'll clean up Gamer over near Grassy. But Hell will come from Ruins and clean him up. That'll be 1-1 in the Oz Gamer scoreboard. And looking pretty good. We have a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Both these teams trading early round so far. Now, time to roll out. Let's just see. As I mentioned earlier, the rushes. We do have the Presto man with 47U in hand. Just waiting out the nades, and he's done it patiently, which is good to see. Now, he's rushing these bricks, and Gamer with the double nade, the +10, onto the Kinks man and the Blood man. Insane will clean up Presto on the rush. Pole gets a revenge, though, onto the Insane man. Spud will clean up Polo, and that'll bring it down to a 2-on-3 situation now. Just the Machine and the Spud man left. Bomb is all the way down near L-Bend, and Machine's just gone into mid-building with his scope in hand. Oh, he spots the Crow, cleans him up as he sat in top A. 1-on-2, Spud will clean up the Gamer to bring it down to that 2-on-1. It is all up to the Hellman. He's coming into mid now. He spots one over in Grassy. He tags, but Machine will clean him up. And that was just all-round foul by the Hellman. Saw him, waited for him, had all the time in the world to take the shot, but just could not do it. Anyway, 2-1 is the scoreline on the Oz Gamer scoreboard if you are listening in. And just going to be watching the Gamer Man now. See how he goes with his rush over through Steel and going over towards this A side. Insane will kick us off by cleaning up the Pole Man. Crow will clean up the Spud from beyond the grave though. And it's a B push here at the moment. Gamer's left all on his lonesome thinking, WTF, where is everyone? Where are my frags? A 4-on-4 situation is what we are left with. It is the Presto with a +10. Oh, nearly a +15 on the Machine. Kink and Insane. Blood will clean up Crow. Bomb down over near Southside MG building. Here we go. The WTF is this team. I assume in relation to, I guess, the beautiful rushes that we've been seeing by the Must Be Wheat boys so far. Anyway, 3-on-1 situation is what we are left with, ladies and gentlemen. All I've opted to learn the old Bloodman sitting around A side near Bricks. He's making his way towards mid past APC. There's one in mid, one in MG building, watching the bomb, and one over in A. He's making his way up mid now. Oh, he spots Presto, cleans him up. It is the 3-on-1 clutch. He has been spotted by the Hellman. He can't quite clean him up, though. Now, Blood coming around the corner at the moment. He can hear one. He's trying to tag him, but can't quite get him. It is the Gamer Man that he's trying to tag at this stage. I think he did just see him, but he couldn't quite get him at this stage. The rotation is on at the moment, and Hell's just decided to make a run for it, which is an interesting choice, considering if he'd stayed in his little hidey hole, he would have seen it perfectly. Blood will clean up the Hellman, so the clutch is on at this stage, and oh, the Deagle is some good ones from Gamer, but can't quite clean him up. Surely Blood's thinking of a B push here. He is indeed. Gamer's got to get there a lot quicker if he wants to stop this plan. The little tickle on the side is going down, and what is Gamer doing? He's just kind of chilling there. There is no rotation, and he finally gets the bomb down, so some poor decision making there by the Must Be Wheat boys. Once again, just seeing the impatience, cleaning out of your sides when he didn't need to. Blood will clean up the Gamer Man. That'll be 3-1 on the Oz Gamer scoreboard. And so far, the SYF boys have just managed to pull off every single, 2v2, 1v1 situation. And it's really starting to hurt the Must Be Weak boys, particularly on the defensive side. They need to get as many rounds as they can. So we're just seeing the old Jimmy back, and the SYF attack has been delayed by these nerdy nades, as you often see on the map of Backlot. The Pole Man will clean up the Blood Man. Insane will get his revenge frag through the bangable iron fence. And it is going to be Insane cleaning up Crow as well to get his second for the round as well. It is a slow but sure B push here in a 4-on-3 situation in favour of the SYF boys. Now, Hell locking down this B side at the moment. He can hear one around, excuse me. He can hear one around South Road, but can't quite see him. So he's just going to patiently wait him out. He's peeking here. He probably shouldn't at this stage. There's one right near him. He's seen him. He finally cleans him up. The Machine Man will also clean up the Presto. Down to a 2-on-3. And at the moment, here we go. Gamer cleaning up the Insane over near Elevator in A. And he's got this site pretty well locked down. Now, the bomb is down over in Street. That was the Hellman that took him down. He's sitting in mid now, so he's pushed up a bit. And he's really getting a bit ambitious here. Now, finally, Gamer's decided to come out of his little hidey hole and say, hello, world. He's going to go frag hunting at the moment. We have one still at the defense spawn. He's made his way all back there with scope in hand. He's seized the bomb, but can't quite get it at the moment. Now, there is a bit of fire going around mid. Kink has spotted the Gamer Man, but can't quite clean him up. Gamer's roaring up at the moment now. The bomb is in the hands of the Machine Man. Now, he has got Kink in support, heading towards A. This is a good rotation here, and they've really got to be quick if they want to get it on this site. They can hear him, and now it's all or nothing here. They've got to get on this site. They can hear the bomb being planted. Gamer's got to get in there a lot quicker. Hell will clean up the Kink Man, and it is going to be Gamer spotting the last man, and he will take him down. This is better from the Must Be Weak boys. They're deciding, really working together and getting into these sites now, so they seem to have calmed down a bit, and I guess will push when they need to at this stage, which is good to see. Anyway, we are underway oh, here we go. So a timeout has been called, as I assume. Yeah, there we go. Blood looking like he's 999ing at this stage. And the so-called calls are coming out. Anyway, 3-2 on the OzGamer score, but as what you are seeing, I might just do a quick run through of the scoreboard while we have a timeout on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. As I'm ready up, we do have the Insane Man doing well with his 47 on 8 for 4. The Machine Man 6 for 3. Spud 2 for 4. And the Kink Man 0 for 5 with the big fat donut tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And lining up for the Must Be Wheat boys, we've got the Gamer sitting on 7 for 4. Pole on 4 for 4. Hell on 3 for 3. Presto 3 for 5. And the Crow Man sitting on 2 for 5. Overall, both sides have been playing well. The discipline of the SYF boys has shown through on the attacking side, and it's really wreaked havoc on the Must Be Weed boys. We are going to be waiting for the last member of the SYF boys to come back to half. Timeout, sorry. Has just 4 minutes left, as I'm sure the last SYF man is just waiting as I quickly check who it was that disconnected. It is going to be the Blood Man, who we are waiting on, ladies and gentlemen. Still no signs of him reconnecting, and everyone's just going to be jumping around willy-nilly and wait for his return at this stage. So, overall, I think SYF have got the upper hand so far. They've, as I said earlier, they've really shown the discipline when they needed to. They've got good splits going on, a variation in attacks on bond sites. Overall, though, the Must Be Weak boys are starting to settle down now, and having taken that last round, they've shown some good discipline and really working together in taking both sites, as we saw the Hellman and the Gamer Man work together to clean up that A plant and defuse it flawlessly. Anyway, everyone's just kind of jumping around, getting into little glitch spots, and I'm sure someone's going to get out the map sooner or later. But, yeah, there we go. Blood's restarting. He's now back, so I'm sure we're just waiting on the reconnect, and we'll be underway, ladies and gentlemen. So feel free to fast forward if you're watching this later on the VOD. Otherwise, too bad, so sad. If you're listening in, you're just going to have to bear the sound of my voice, which I'm sure is not too bad. So there we go. The Blood Man is reconnecting now, and hopefully he's not too much longer. He's still got a fair bit of ping, though. Seems to have calmed down now. He's spiking up around 200. And anyway, we're just waiting on the Blood Man and the Kink Man to ready up, and we will be underway. Now, I actually don't think the Must Be Weed boys have a scope so far. It is just the Machine Man scoping, and he's doing quite well with it as well. As I quickly double check now, and I can't see anyone with a scope for the Must Be Weed boys. One rather interesting choice. But anyway, the rollouts are going down. Nerdy nades are flying. And, oh, there we go. Insane will clean up the first one. That is the Pole Man. And it is going to be, a slow attack here on A. And Gamer car bomber to Insane, and a 47 U-spray onto the Bloodman. Kink will come through, clean him up though. Hell will clean up the spot in retaliation. 3-on-2 in favour of the Must Be Weed Boys, and looking to take control of this. The Machine Man will cop a heap of flack over in MG building. But, I'm over in A, but he's, where am I? Wrong players, my bad. He's over in MG building, sorry, still a 3-on-2 situation, and the bomb is in the in the hands of the Kingsman, and he is being closed in on here if he's not careful. Presto spots him, takes him down from over near Bricks. Hell will clean up the Machine Man, and that was a beautiful round from the Must Be Weed Boys. Starting to really find some rhythm here, and if they can pull these off, in particular, Gamer is the one you want to be watching at the moment. He's just got the beautiful nerdy nades, he's the man on your screen that you're listening to right now, and he's the man with the nades, he's the man with the plan, and he's just going to be rolling out now, again with the nades, straight up from over in Steel. The rush through is good, Pology will clean up the Kink Man. He's rushing through Gamer again. It is a slow A push here. A lot of them are baiting. A lot of the SYF boys are baiting back at Elben, just waiting for these nerdy nades and these rushes just to end so they can push slowly but surely through. Oh, no. Machine with a very delayed nade will clean up Gamer. Crow onto Blood. Presto onto Machine. Insane onto Hell. And Crow onto Insane. And what was it? Oh, and here we go. Spud chiming in onto Presto. 2-on-1. Spud the last man left for the SYF boys. Right back at spawn. He's got bomb in hand, but that was a little crazy fair since everyone decided to push up there. And I guess the slow start of the SYF boys just didn't work out for them. Anyway, 2-on-1 situation is what we are left with. Spud, the COD admin, is the one left to finish the dirty work. He's pushing through now. He's at front A and just deciding whether or not a rotation through mid is viable or if he should just go for a plant straight off. We do have the Crowman sitting on top A at the moment and the Poleman sitting right back in ruins, just waiting for him to come through. He has, however, decided to go for a rotation here and heading straight over towards this B site. He hasn't got a lot of time left, just 31 seconds left on the clock. Now, while that might seem like a lot of time, he's got a long way to get to either bomb site, and then he's got to think about fakes and stuff like that. It's really going to get to him now. With 22 seconds left on the clock, he's only just coming now. The com's going to go out where he is. Crow's jumping down, and it is going to be Spud waiting for someone to hit the rear, and there we go. It is going to be Crow spotting him. Crow's going to clean him up through the nice little gap there that you see on screen. That'll be 4-3 on the SYF scoreboard, and the Must Be Weed Boys will hit the lead for the first time in this game, and I believe that is actually a 3-round streak at this stage. So the timeout was not a good one for the SYF boys, as it has ruined their momentum so far. Anyway, the nerdy nades are flying. No one falls as of yet. So the SYF boys, as you can see, slowly doing it. Oh, Kink with a nice rush will clean up the Gamer Man. Blood onto Pole, and Crow will clean up Kink in a nice retaliation frag. That'll be a 4-on-3 situation in favour of the SYF boys. And looking a bit better at this stage, they rush forward a bit and manage to dodge the nades. It is going to be Hell taking out the Spudman. Insane onto Crow as he pops up. He likes that spot, Insane. He's now proning in Grassy. Oh, he'll spot Hell and clean him up. That's a 1-on-3 situation. All that's up to the Presto Man sitting over in mid. He's surrounded on all fronts. It is going to be the Machine Man popping around the corner. He'll pop him with a deagle, and that'll be 4-4 on the SYF scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. So, half of the first half is down. 8 rounds, 7 to go, and can't split these sides apart so far. I would have been saying there must be Weed Boys. It looks like they have this under control, but the nerdy nades seem to have been diffused now by the SYF boys, and starting to look a little bit shaky after that round. However, the Crowman will pick up Insane as he crosses over into Grassy. That'll be a 5-1-4 situation now. The nades are all around Steel. Presto will clean up the Bloodman. This is good for the Must Be Weed Boys. This is what they want. It is going to be the a 5-on-2 situation now. Spud chops a heaps of flak, but he's going to be able to heal it off. No worries at all. Now, the Spudman is in bot mid. He's going to be greeted by the Presto. He cleans him up. No worries at all. Machine is the last one left. Sitting all the way back in spawn. Trying to bait from Elband. Oh, and Presto comes forward. Oh, and cleans him up nice and easily. That'll be 5-4 on the SYF scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. And the Must Be Weak Boys gain a 1-round lead once again. So this is, just to reiterate, this is SYF's choice of map. And the Must Be Weak Boys chose the defensive side to kick us off. Oh, the nade is a good one for the Presto Man, landing right on APC and cleaning up the machine just as he was about to cook a nade. 5-on-4 situation is what we are left with. We're seeing a 2-man B push here. Hell will clean up the Blood Man. A Crow will clean up the Kink Man. That is a 5-1-2 situation. And Insane will pick one up for his team. He cleans up the Hell over in ruins. 2-on-4 is what we are left with. They know it's a B push. And the Must Be Weak Boys are just looking to lock down as much as they can at the moment. Presto will clean up the Insane. That will leave it all up to lonely old Spud once again with bomb in hand. He's made his way over to the B site though, but I don't think he's thinking about a plan at all. The Apology Man will clean him up. That'll be a 2-round buffer in favour of the Must Be Weak Boys, ladies and gentlemen. 6-4 on the SYF scoreboard, and overall have just looked menacing in the later stages of this first half. Anyway, the man on your screen is the Crow Man. Let's see what he can do as the Nerdy Nades are rolling out again. A lot of them are focusing over towards this APC grassy area and any kind of B push, as we see a kind of a 3-2 split now by the Must Be Wheat Boys. The flash is a good one from one of the SYF players, and cops probably about 2 or 3 of the Must Be Wheat Boys. Presto will clean up the Kink Man, so that is not the kind of start you want, and it's a delayed push into A. Hell will clean up the Blood Man, bring it down to a 5-1-3 situation, and SYF kind of struggling now. Now they've slowed play down now, and the Pole Man just waiting around bricks. Gamer has pushed through A, will clean up Spudman, Crow onto Machine, and SYF, after such a promising start, have just been absolutely flustered. These nades of the Must Be Wheat Boys have really shut down anything that they can bring at them. The Insane will clean up the Hellman. Pole will clean up Insane as he tries to turn around, but just isn't quick enough, perhaps a higher DPI setting. Anyway, we are in strat time at the moment. We're just going to be watching these Nerdy Nades roll out now from either team. Now, as I said earlier, it isn't a pretty good split that the Must Be Wheat Boys have got going, but at the moment they're doing a 3-2 split the opposite way now. Blood will clean up the Presto Man, and it is going to be Kink jumping down to Elevate. It is Blood picking up a second onto the Pole Man. Crow will clean up the Kink Man, and it is going to be Blood rushing up into this B side. He'll spot a third. It is the Hellman. Will clean him up. He jumps to his death, though, as it is one of the Must Be Wheat Boys tagging him up pretty hard. 3-on-2 situation is what we are left with, ladies and gentlemen. The Game Man cops a lot of flack, but he's able to heal it off. He's in mid. He's got one right above him at the moment. He knows there's one in ruins. He's going hunting for him with a deagle, but can't quite see him. Now, the other SYF player is, of course, as I try and look around, it's actually down to a 2-on-2. Sorry, I missed a frag there. Anyway, bomb down over near B site, and we have the Insane Man up on the roof. I think that Gamer knows it, but he just can't quite get to him at this moment. He's in a tricky situation. Machine Man going for the bomb, and he's going to go for a plant here. Crow will spot the Machine Man. He's going to tag him up pretty hard. He's trying to jump out the window, but failing pretty hardcore at it. Now, the bomb is still in the hands of the Machine Man. He's run back into ruins. Oh, Gamer spots him. He won't miss from that distance, and a bit of a stupid poke there. It is going to be the Insane Man spotting him from up top. He jumps down. Now, Crow's got the hard, easy task of just defending both sides. I think they know where bomb is down, so it looks like the Crow Man is just going to wait for any kind of little push over towards this side at the moment. He jumps down, and Crow won't miss from that distance. That is a 4-round lead to the Must Be Wheat Boys, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing it to 8-4 on the OzGamer scoreboard, and beautiful work there by Crow. He perhaps showed a little bit of impatience earlier in the game, but that round was just a beautiful example of how patience can be a virtue. Anyway, we are left with a 8-4 situation on the OzGamer scoreboard. Just 3 rounds to go before the first half is over. Presto will clean up the Blood Man, and Presto just doing the damage so far for the Must Be Wheat Boys. Now, we've got the Game Man delaying his push into A again. Now, he's got to be careful about where he decides to push here. It is going to be Spud onto Hell, Insane onto Pole, Presto onto Machine, and Spud teaming up on the Presto, Insane onto Gamer. 1-on-3 situation is what we are left with. Crow, the last one left, sitting over in mid-connector. Now, it's going to be a solid A push here at the moment. Spud's the man with the bomb, the man with the plan. He goes for the plant, no worries at all at this stage. Crow will clean up Spud Man, that'll be bombed down, and that is a good start to Crow in what is a 3-on-1 clutch situation if he's going to get it. It's a pretty long shot at the moment. He has whoever got bombed down. Oh, he's got another one. It is the Insane Man. He's trying to look for the other one. He spotted him. It is the Kink, so here we go. 1-on-1. Crow displaying some brilliance. He'll get the clutch. He'll pick up the Kink Man. That is a 3-on-1 clutch, ladies and gentlemen. You have heard it, or you are watching it right now, but that was just beautiful work by the Crow Man. Beautiful little flank around between mid-connector and Steel, and it just has paid dividends for him, as we see a 9-4 scoreline go on the OzGamer scoreboard. Now, will this be the demoralising nail that Must Be Wheat have just hit SYF with? Anyway, Spud will clean up the Must Be Wheat pole to start proceedings in a 5-on-4 situation, and it is going to be a slow A push here. Presto coming up mid, cleaning up the Insane Man. Crow will go onto the Kink, and it is going to be Presto doing a lot of damage here. He's just been a consistent fragger all game, which is always good to see. Now, we're down to a 4-on-3 situation. Now, Must Be Wheat with a 1-man advantage, and I'm sure looking to take advantage of it. As the bomb is in the hands of the Blood Man, he will be taken out by Gamer over near Grassy. The Machine Man will clean up the Crow. Machine onto a double onto the Gamer. He'll spot one in mid as well. We can't quite clean him up. Spud will clean up the Hell, brings it down to a 2-on-1 situation, and now it is Presto's time to shine with a clutch. He spots one in Grassy, but that fail aim is terrible. Spud will come around and clean him up. 9-5 on the OzGamer scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. And a bit unlucky there. Presto just really needed to get that aim down. and hopefully pick up the frag, but unfortunately couldn't. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling out now in the last round of the half. And as I mentioned, I'd be happy with an 8-7, 9-6 scoreline. Well, at the worst, they're going to get a 9-6 scoreline. So Must Be Weird are going to be very happy with that. The grenade is a good one from the Presto man, cleaning up Insane. Opening Death Alley, Blood onto the Presto in retaliation. Hell will clean up Blood, though, revenging his teammate. That'd be a 4-on-3 situation in favour of the Must Be Weak boys. The bomb is heading over towards this B side at the moment. It is in the hands of the Spud man, and he's just sitting around mid at the moment. He's decided to maybe go for a rotation here, but it could be costly. 4-on-3 situation now. They've managed to slow play down. Spud trying to get all kinds of warbanes going down, but luckily the Must Be Weak boys are just patient enough for it. Hell cleaning up the Machine Man as he sits in mid, and this is what I like about Must Be Weak. They've slowed play down a lot now, and are just waiting it out. Not like the first few rounds where they were getting all antsy and pushy, and I guess some could call it dumb luck, but anyway, the Pole Man will clean up the Kinks Man as he comes into mid from front A. All I've got is Blood in a 1-on-4 situation, and, as I get the commentator's glitch, Spud will clean up the Hell Man. It is the Spud Man who is left. He's managed to clean up one, though, but Crow from top A won't miss from that distance. That is 10-5 in the Neon's Gamer scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, and that will be the half. Finished, done and dusted. We are going to be seeing maybe a quick ready up here. The SYF boys are keen to get it underway, and it looks like the Must Be Weak boys might be keen to get it underway. Anyway, just a quick run through of the scoreboard. We do have the Crow Man 17-4-7, definitely one of the shineouts of the Must Be Weak boys. Presto with the beautiful rushes and the beautiful nades of 15-4-11. The ever-reliant Gamer sitting on 13-10 with the beautiful nades. Hell, 10-11, and Pole sitting on 8-9. We have the Insane Man 17-13, the Machine Man 10-11, Spud with it chiming in with a few frags 9-13, Blood 5-8, and Kink, the least kills and the most deaths, 2-15. And actually one of the lowest pings on the server as well. Second lowest only to Presto. Kink will clean up the Gamer Man. Pole onto the Kink. Insane will clean up Hell. And Presto onto Insane and a constant frag fest around mid. Blood will clean up the Presto Man. Blood with a +10 onto Pole as well. So huge work there by the SYF boys. And they've managed to take the first round on defense quite convincingly with a lot of help from Blood there. Anyway, that is 10-6 in the Neon's Gamer scoreboard. Let's just see what the Must Be Weak boys can do on attack as they try and claw this game back. Oh, they've been in control most of it. Just let that round slip. I'm sure just early nervousness. Anyway, Blood will clean up the Hellman over in that mid-Death Alley. Crow will clean up the Machine Man in retaliation. That's a 4-on-4 situation now, and it is going to be a slow push now. Blood getting another one, so Blood is the man to watch at the moment. He sits in mid. Gamer will clean up the Kink Man. Insane onto the Presto. That is the 2-on-3 situation, ladies and gentlemen. SYF with the one-man advantage, and it is going to be Blood chilling around this alley. They're thinking about which side to go at the moment. The Must Be Weak boys. Crow will spot the Insane. That's going to help his team out immensely, but he's been spotted by Spud and taken down. So that's all up to the Gamer Man. He can clutch this in a situation like this, ladies and gentlemen. But oh no, Blood hiding around the corner of Alben will clean up Gamer as he comes around. It is going to be the Spud Man baiting him out and just a BL there. Anyway, let's just see what the SYF boys do in the defense. We did see often a 2-2-1 split by the Must Be Weak boys. 2B, 2A, and then one usually mid. If not, the guy who rushed mid would usually just go, either side. Now, we're seeing a bit of a 2-2-1 constantly here by SYF at the moment. The Kingsman will clean up the pole and looking to gain control. Presto will clean up the Kingsman. Blood onto Presto on retaliation. Insane spots one. Blood will, already called that. Must be, Hell will clean up the Insane Man. Spot onto Hell on retaliation. 2-on-3 is what we're left with. Crow will clean up the Machine Man. And the bomb is down in bricks as Blood cleans up the Gamer Man. Now, Crow is the last man left up against two of the SYF boys. One will be over in MG building. One will be, it is going to be the Spud spotting him in tin, cleaning him up nice and easily. Now, that is a 3-round streak, ladies and gentlemen. So the SYF boys looking awfully good on the defensive. Definitely their preferred side at first glance. Anyway, the Must Be Weak boys rolling out now. Looks like to be a slow but sure. Hey, the nerdy nades are good. Crow will cop a heap of flak, but he's going to be able to sit back and heal himself quite easily by the looks of it. He jumps up, no delayed nades here. Gamer will clean up the Kickman, so looking good for the Must Be Weak boys to start us off. The flash is a bad one from one of the SYF players, and it is going to be Pole left to try and defend this. Anyway, we do have a slow push into the A side here. He will clean up the Insane. Presto onto the Blood. This is a good round by Must Be Weak. 5-on-2 situation, and it's the plant will go down now by the Pole Man. Now, we do have the, as I quickly flush around, the Spud Man sitting in bottom 10 at the moment. The other one is in ruins. Crow clean up Machine. It's all left up to Spud against 5 of the Must Be Weak boys, and you wouldn't want to be in this situation. He does, however, spot Hell. He goes for a bang up in mid, but can't quite get it. 27 seconds left on the clock. All the Must Be Weak boys here have to do here is just patiently wait it out, which I believe they are doing so quite nicely at the moment. Now, this Spud Man cops a lot of flack, and it is going to be the Gamer to clean him up. to bring it to an 11-8 scoreline here on the AusGamer scoreboard. And we're just going to see the rollouts now. Once again, the camera is on the eyes of the Presto man, as the nades are rolling out. A lot of them. Oh, the nade, plus 15 nade onto Crow, Hell, and Presto. From the Bloodman, Gamer will clean up King, and wow, just watch that drop from the heavens and land in front of Presto. That was actually a pretty funny moment. Anyway, 4-on-2 situation. Oh, Spud will clean up Gamer. Pole with a mountainous task to do here. Sitting in A, he's got the plant down, and awfully big if he gets this clutch. He'll clean up the Bloodman, 2 in front A, and they're going to be going hunting for him at this stage. He's let out a bit of a spray to let him know where he is. Now, they know exactly where one is. He's trying to tag him. They're coming for him in the rear. He's going to pick up the Insane. But, Machine, too good from front A, will clean him up. Looked like he might have had that 4-on-1 clutch, but unfortunately, the SYF boys is using the 4-on-1 situation to their advantage, pulling it off quite nicely, and some very nice pincer movements there. Anyway, 11-9, back to only a 2-round buffer now. The Must Be Wheat boys, as the SYF boys look to claw it back on the defensive, which they are doing so quite nicely at this stage. And looks like we're going to be seeing a 3-2 split again, 3 towards A at the moment. Oh, the King's nade is good onto Gamer and Pole. So it'll be a 5-on-3 situation, and the Must Be Wheat boys are just not patient enough to wait these nades. They think they can beat them, and it's just coming against them. Now, down to a 5-on-1 situation. Hell is the man to beat. He cleans up Bloody. King's up Insane, but Kink is 2G. Will clean him up. 11-10 on the AusGamer scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. And the Must Be Wheat boys starting to flounder a little bit at the moment now. Let's just see what kind of attack they do. Your eyes were on the Crow man, and let's just see how they do this. Now, we're seeing, could go either way at the moment. 2 heading down towards B. The Hellman will clean up the Kink. And what is a rare nade? Oh, Hell with another one onto the Blood. So Hell is the man to watch this round as he sits in A with a 47. He's rushing through connector at the moment, hoping to catch some with their pants down. Presto will clean up the Machine Man. Down to a 5-1-2 situation. This is better from the Must Be Wheat boys. Oh, here we go. Spud cleaning up the Presto. Pole onto Insane, though. Well, that's up to Spud to try and pick it up for his team. He'll clean up the Crowman. 3-on-1 situation. Bomb down on A. They know he's at 10. Gamer's going to spray through the wall, as you just saw. Clean him up. That'll be 12-10 on the AusGamer scoreboard. Just needing another 4 rounds in the remaining 8 to clinch victory here and move on to their choice of map. And, could have overtime either. But let's just see how all this goes down. So once again, the Must Be Wheat boys trying to beat all these nades. And, doing so nicely. Only Spud picking up Gamer in the early round of rushes. It is going to be the Crowman spotting one in tin. He picks up Machine. Blood will pick up the Presto. He'll pick up one at APC. It is the Kinkman. That'll be out of a 3-on-3 situation now. He spots one. It is his teammate, actually. Spud will clean up the Crowman from over in 10. And it is going to be a 3-on-2 situation in favour of the SYF boys. 1 minute 15 left on the clock. Pole with the man with the bomb. He's heading over towards this B site through ruins. Insane to clean up Hell. 1-on-3 situation now in favour of the SYF boys. And Pole with a mountain load of work to do here at the moment. He's just waiting for peeks and pokes, but the SYF boys are smarter than that. I think they're anticipating a B push here at the moment. And Spud just poking around now. Spots one at ruins. Can't pick him up though. He's going to have to retreat here. And Pole just patiently waiting it out. He doesn't realise that he's got players closing it all around him. What's he going to do in this situation? He goes for a little bit of a tickle. He thinks he spots one. He doesn't. He's going to get tagged over in ruins. And now he's just going to play the patience game. Still plenty of time up his sleeve, 35 seconds. He's thinking about a rotation, which would not be probably the smartest move at this point in time, but he's actually going to go for it, which would be interesting to see if it worked in his favour at this stage. A lot of the SYF boys are just waiting for this little reach around. He's really shot himself in the foot. He does not have enough time to kind of pussyfoot around. I think he's really just thrown the towel in for this round at the moment. He's going to pick around the corner. It is going to be the Insane man spotting him. That will be a 1-round buffer restored to the Must Be Wheat boys, as I see a 12-11 scoreline so far. Anyway, rolling out now, let's just see what the Must Be Wheat boys can do. Your eyes are on the Hellman. He was devastating last round, and unfortunately his team just couldn't secure it. Now, nades flying out everywhere. The Bloodman will clean up the Crow to kick us off, and Hell's just going to be the designated man to clean up around L-Bend. He does get a face full of flash at the moment and just waiting for anyone to kind of push him. It is a solid B push here at the moment. I know there's one around mid. Machine will clean up the Pole man. Insane will pick up the Presto man, and Hell will pick up the first frag for the Must Be Wheat boys, cleaning up the Blood man. Spud onto the Hell, and this is going to be all up to Gamer. And what has been a SYF-dominated defensive half at this stage. The Gamer man does have bomb in hand. He's sitting around ruins at the moment, thinking about which way to go in a 4-on-1 situation. He doesn't have a lot of options here. The SYF boys, however, aren't watching this B site. He's going to go for it. They're going to hear this little tickle on the side. No worries at all. And no one's really in range to kind of do anything. Machine was the closest. He's throwing a flash out. Gamer's just going to run straight back here. If he's not careful, he's going to get lit up. And yes, there we go. The Kingsman will clean him up nice and easy. The SYF boys just had too many men to lose that round. But we'll see it go 12-all, ladies and gentlemen. In a very long game that we are seeing here at the moment. This is, of course, just in case you tuned in late, this is, of course, SYF's choice of map. And the Must Be Wheat boys choosing the side of defensive to start off. And overall, it's just knocked their side on attack at the moment. Anyway, let's see how the SYF boys go. You are watching the Kingsman as the nerdy nades are flying. And no early lives being claimed yet. And we're seeing another, a very delayed push here at the moment. It is going to be the Gamer cleaning up the Spudman to get the first frag and late frag for the game so far. So they're doing a slow push through L-band here. The Kings will clean up the Gamer man, and they've got to be careful about their pushes here at the moment. We do have Blood pushing up around through mid. Kings will clean up the pole man as well. 4-on-3 situation is what we are left with, and the Must Be Wheat boys really starting to choke hard. Blood will clean up Crow. Presto onto the Blood. Machine onto Presto. 3-on-1 is what we are left with. Just the Hellman left, sitting around L-band, and the Machine Man is going to clean up his teammate in the Insane. The SYF boys hit the lead, 13-12 on the OzGamer scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen, and are looking quite devastating on the defensive side. The Must Be Wheat boys seem to be struggling for any kind of set play. Anyway, your eyes are going to be on as I quickly find a Must Be Wheat player, the Hellman. Let's just see what they can do at the moment. They're going for a lot of bangs, but really not capitalizing on them. Crow will clean up the Machine Man to kick us off, and it's looking good. Spud will clean up Presto and Gamer. That is not what they wanted. Kings onto pole, 4-on-2 situation. Spud onto Crow. Hell, the last man left. He's not going to get out of there alive. 14-12, ladies and gentlemen. And the Must Be Wheat boys starting to flounder a bit now, and they've let a lot of rounds go through ill discipline. And if they've just wiped the nades out, they could really do some devastating pushes. That being said, though, a lot of these nades are very, very late by the SYF boys and have just caught the Must Be Wheat boys off guard. Now, it is going to be the Blood cleaning up the Hellman to kick us off. And he would not be happy with that one there. 5-on-4 situation. Crow will clean up the Machine Man. Pole onto the Insane. This is better from the Must Be Wheat boys. 4-on-3 situation is what we are left with. Crow will clean up Spud as well. 4-on-2. They're thinking about an A push here. Gamer with bomb in hand. Pole clean up the Kickman. Blood, the last one left, sitting in mid. He's coming up to the second story now. It is going to be Presto spotting him, though. He's not going to miss from that distance. 13-14 in the OzGamer scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. This just might be the round that Must Be Wheat needed to turn this around. They cannot drop another round if they want to avoid overtime. And let's just see how they do it at the moment. We're seeing a slow push here. The nades, they've got to be careful to dodge these nades, and they have so just at this stage. Now, thinking about which side to go at the moment, it looks to be a definite B push here at the moment as they slowly but surely make their way there. Machine will clean up the Hellman. 5-on-4 situation is what we are left with, ladies and gentlemen. The Spud onto the Presto Man. 5-on-3. This is not looking good for him. And Pole with the TK. Spud onto Gamer. Spud onto Pole and a +10. 15-13, ladies and gentlemen, and the SYF boys looking to take this map out. Just have too much points for the 2 rounds remaining. And Must Be Wheat with a load of work to do here to avoid humiliation and try and bring it back. They did have the lead 10-5 at the half and have just let it slip from their little fingers at this stage. Blood will clean up the Game Man through on the rush. And a 5-on-4 situation is what we are left with. Hell cleaning up the Kingsman to help his team out. Blood onto the pole, which isn't going to help whatsoever. The Presto cleaning up the the Spudman. Blood onto the Hellman, and they just can't shut Blood down. He's pushing at the right times. Crow will finally nab him, though. Insane will pick up Presto. It's left to Crow to try and pick this up for his team. He's all alone in mid. He's jumped out. They have heard him. Machine will clean him up. That will be the GGs flying out as we wait for a map choice of the Must Be Wheat team. And we'll be ready to go in not too long. So we're just patiently waiting here as I go to spectator again. And yeah, it looks like we're just waiting for a map choice, as I'm sure all the Must Be Wheat boys just must be discussing within their TS about which map to go. Overall, I mean, Must Be Wheat showed some incredible composure towards the end of the first half. It really shut the SYF boys down, but as soon as halftime hit, just 3 straight rounds, I believe it was in a row, just down. And they weren't able to recuperate from that. And overall, they managed to claw a few back, but the SYF boys managed to take it out in a total of 16-13. Anyway, just waiting on a few more of the Must Be Wheat boys to discuss amongst themselves about which map they're going to be choosing. And we'll be ready to rock and roll once SYF have chosen a side. They're all deciding amongst themselves. They've really got to choose well here. I'm sure they've been thinking about all the different strategies of like Blood and stuff like that, where they've been pushing. And Ravens is the call. So, Ravens it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be very, very interesting, especially for myself, who, yeah, not very, very good at the comms for this map, but nevertheless, it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes down as my Call of Duty 4 thinking about loading Ravens, but not really. So, bit of an interesting choice here at the moment. We might have to quickly take a break. In fact, I actually think I might. Well, this will be uploaded in 2 parts, so if you haven't all, yeah, you pretty much just give the second one a listen. Just like to do a shout out to our sponsors at OzGamers and OzNet. They provide us with the GTV servers. As you quickly see the Raven screen try and load, and it won't. It'll just crash on me. Anyway, as I said, shout out to those guys. They provide us with all the servers that we need to Shoutcast. So for all your latest game reviews, news, downloads, anything of that matter, be sure to head over there and check it out. You have been watching the first game in a best of 3 finals, the CGA final series format. It has gone 13-16 in favour of the Shut Your Face team, defeating the Must Be Wheat Boys. It was, of course, SYF's choice of map, and now they will have to defend on the map of Ravens. So anyway, be sure to check out the second map, which will be uploaded at a later date, if not now by the time you watch this. Anyway, thanks for listening or watching, guys, and be sure to stay tuned for the next one.